Let's welcome in Trump 2024 Senior Advisor Danielle Alvarez. Danielle, let's take a look at this poll here. Kamala Harris up in 5 of the 7 battleground states. Is Trump's campaign looking to shift its strategy here? Or are you banking on this being a honeymoon phase for Harris? Because tonight's the wrap up of the DNC. She's expected to take some questions here before the end of the month.
First, I would say that most polls underrepresent President Trump's broad support. But when you look at those fine lines about those polls, you see that he's performing well with Black voters, Hispanic voters, independent voters. And again, it's that underrepresented share of Trump voters. This is, in fact, a honeymoon phase for Kamala Harris, because we know that corporate media has not put her feet to the fire, has not asked her a question. She has not taken a single interview since ascending the throne. And eventually that honeymoon phase will end, because the election is going to be about core issues, about the economy, about crime and safety, about what is going on the global stage, and about the border. As you mentioned, President Trump is visiting that border today. That border that Kamala Harris has left wide open. She was the border czar. She may try to lie about her record, but voters know the truth and are ready for President Trump to get back in office and close that open border again.
Almost every speaker here at the DNC has made this illusion that Trump is still in office, that she has to defeat Donald Trump. What do you make of the attacks of the DNC?
Kamala Harris keeps talking about, well, on day one. And I like to remind people that the Biden-Harris record is not just tangential. She is not just the VP in this administration. She was the deciding vote on $2 trillion inflationary bills that skyrocketed prices. She was the person we have on video who bragged about being the last in the room before the failed Afghanistan withdrawal that caused the tragedy and the death of 13 service members. She's an absolute failure, and the American people know that she is lying.
Trump's getting back to policies here. We see him out on the campaign trail. RFK Jr. expected to speak tomorrow in Arizona. He hinted at dropping out and throwing his support behind Trump. Trump is also in Arizona tomorrow. Maybe there's something there. Will they be there together? What can you tell us about this? Is this campaign looking for the support of RFK? And how much does it change the race here?
I'll echo what the president said. I mean, it would be an honor to have his support. The president has brought together a very broad coalition, and it's because of that contrast. It's not just because of the president's strength and success and his winning record, but it's also because of Kamala Harris's failures, because she's dangerously liberal. And as we've seen all week at the DNC and over the last 20-some days, she is a liar about what is going on and her record. And so, as the president has said, we are excited to welcome all into the MAGA movement. And again, it's because of President Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, and I want to get to that reaction. In case our viewers didn't hear it, this is what Trump had to say about support from the independent candidate. Watch.
I would love that endorsement because I've always liked him.
Would you also consider putting him in the administration?
You're asking me a very unusual question. I haven't been asked that question yet. I like him a lot. I respect him a lot. I probably would if something like that would happen.
I mean, he's polled RFK anywhere between 5% and 9%. Does he change this race? Is his endorsement going to help Trump?
I think that it could absolutely be helpful anytime that you get an endorsement, and anytime you have a new voice that sings from the same songbook as you. I think that's pretty powerful. But as I always say, President Trump is our best asset. And voters are coming to join President Trump because of him, because they know that they were better off when he was in the White House. We didn't have this record inflation. We had a humming economy. We had a secure border. And we didn't have these global conflicts between Hamas attacking Israel, Russia invading Ukraine, these tensions between China and Taiwan. And that is because President Trump is a tough and respected leader, not just at home, but globally.
We'll wait for Trump in the great state of Arizona. I know that's going to be a battleground state. Danielle Alvarez, thank you so much for coming on and shedding some insight on this.